Good morning, everyone. Welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is April and this is the Frugal Planner channel. If this is a return trip for you, welcome back. It is early and I wanted to show you a dot grid notebook. I know we talk about making our own layouts in spiral notebooks and composition notebooks. I also wanted to show you that you can take the same ideas and put it in a dot grid. So this is, let me grab. This is a pen and gear journal. It's dotted. It has vegan leather. It's heavyweight 100 GSM paper. It's got an expandable inner pocket, two flag markers, and 240 numbered pages. This was right around $12. It is an off-white piece of paper, and then as you flip through, you've got your index here. So what you would do is whatever page something is on, you would put it in here. And then this is where the dot grid starts. This is a blank side. So I have seen a lot of people like decorate this page, make it very decorative, put the name of the month and then do a theme. I didn't do that. I simply did pencil to paper. So I wanted to show you, make sure I'm in screen. I did a layout of the month of June because I've been struggling to figure out what planner layout is going to work best. I thought, why don't I do a smaller, I don't think it said the dimensions. Let me see. Yes. 5.8 by 8.3 inches. So all I've done is, for the month layout, I counted how many dots down and how many dots over. I made it 4 columns on this side, 3 columns on this side, and I did do 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that I could get Monday the 30th of June on its own line. Now, you have lots of options when you're doing a dot grid because it's just a blank page that you're making. I could really decorate this, and maybe I'll continue to work in it and I will decorate 1 month of it with markers and stuff. But when we're talking about not knowing what planner is going to work, trying different layouts, taking it back to the basics is really important. So that's why this is just pencil. Started playing out with a weekly layout. So across the top here, you guys have seen me do my hourly vertical, hourly horizontal, hourly horizontal. So I've got the days of the week labeled down here, the 24th week of the year. Skip forward to the last week of the month, the current week that we are on. I made this because I'm in between right now. So I know I want to be in the disc bound that I made starting July 1st. Well, June 30th. So for this week, I know I'm only probably going to be using this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then I'm on vacation, so I won't necessarily be filling it in. I don't know. I may take it with me. You never know. So here's how it lays out. This is the 27th week of the year. Monday the 23rd, Tuesday the 24th, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When you do it this way, you only have room for the weekend down here. Or if you work 5 days a week, this could be your work week planner. Then as I was looking at this yesterday, I was like, okay, well, this is good, but there's not really enough room in there to put everything that I'm going to need to keep track of this week. So then I went in, drew Monday, the 23rd, split this off very similar to the Hobonichi Cousin layout. And yes, I draw a lot from planners I've used in the past. I don't often make my own from scratch layouts. I think this one is the most by scratch layout I've ever done in my entire life. So this is very similar to the Hobonichi Cousin. where you've got your schedule on one side, and then I used this as a checklist up here, and then notes about what I wanted to remember from the day or things that I wanted to work on for the day. And then because it's a 2-page open, I also did Tuesday, and you can see I only have a finance meeting at 10 o'clock today, nothing else yet on the schedule, which is normal. I don't have a supervisory job or a job where I have lots of meetings and appointments to go to. So a work planner for me is keeping track really of what I'm processing, reports, citations, subpoenas, that kind of stuff. So then I decided, okay, this is really good, but maybe I want to do a checklist type. So then I set up the side here for Monday and Tuesday, because those are the days specifically that I'm working this week. And just did, this is very similar to an academic layout, academic planner, where you have the day here and then it's split where you have just a running to-do list. So kept track of my uploads over here, kept track that I was taking care of the counter for the day, and then just listed out all the things that I did. So these are the things I needed to do. Oh, you know what? I need to put on here press log. Times 3. And then I came home, I was doing something, I read a comment from a community member, and they were saying, you know, why aren't there more notebooks that are either ring bound or spiral bound from the top, like the steno pad? And I was like, that is a really good question, because you know I've tried the Laurel Denise layout where the coil is in the center and then you open it, right? Well, there's not enough room in a steno notebook to really do that. And because it's aligned this way, when you turn it on its side, the lines then go this way. And it's very confusing for my brain to write this way when the lines are going this way. I don't know why. But then I was thinking, I have a couple of like artistic notebooks that I'm going to show you later that I could punch and make ring bound or ring discs, not rings. Sorry. It's early. Disc bound at the top. And then you wouldn't be fighting the spiral or the discs at all, because they would be at the top of the page instead of down the center. I want to try it. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it feels like. Partially because I want to show you and see if it's something that would work for you, but also I want to see if it, you know, if it works out. So I know we are going to be living in the 3 different planning styles in the disc coming next week, I think. Is it next week? No, week after. No, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, it is next week. Okay. Boy, I need to wake up before I start filming, I think, because I'm a little scatterbrained. So let me know if you have ever tried a dot grid, or if you are going to try this layout. If you have other ideas on how you would like to lay it out, something that works best for you. Do you like the Monday through Friday, or are you a Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Monday? Do you prefer, you know, having your vertical rather than a horizontal time? I have done quite a few plan with me's with this layout where I do Monday across like a horizontal, and then I have 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, 12 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8. Those are the hours of the day. So then in each box, I just put in there what I'm doing at that time-ish, or if I have like an appointment. Anyway, that is that on that. So I'm excited. I will show you guys that, and then I will probably do a flip through. We'll see what other things I add. I'll probably erase this. Well, I won't. I'll add notes down there of what I want to do. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. I love you. I appreciate you all being here, and I will meet you down in the comments. Okay, bye.